Hey guys, what's up? It's Raven and good morning. It is 7 o'clock in the morning on Friday, January 27th, and welcome back to the Raise Week Reboot, the series where I vlog my life every day and create weekly vlogs so you can see what I do on a day-to-day basis. Right now, I am about to drop Ziya off at school. We just got ready. She is all ready to go. It is pajama day at school. That's why she has a nightgown on, so don't be alarmed. Jacket, backpack. You put your lunch in your backpack already?
Yeah.
So if you saw my last vlog, you know that yesterday was the big shoot with the big brand, with the big interview and all the cameras and the 20 production crew. Full day from 8:30 a.m. till 6 p.m. yesterday. I was worn out. I'm still feeling worn out from that. But today, I have some content obviously to work on. I have to review a video that my editors edited and make notes and tell them what kind of changes to make and everything like that, and other stuff that I need to do for some sponsored posts. But the other main thing is that I'm getting ready for my Galentine's party tomorrow. So Zoe and I need to buy some stuff and kind of prep and start setting up. Luckily, she is going to be able to come tomorrow on Saturday. That's the good thing about the way that we have her schedule, is that it's flexible to where when I do parties and stuff on the weekend, she can sometimes come and be available to help me with that. Because having her help throughout the weekdays is obviously the main thing, but sometimes there's like big stuff on the weekends that I also need help with. I'm having a Bobo's strawberry stuffed oat bite and coffee. These are gluten-free, dairy-free, plant-based, and vegan little oat muffins. And then it has like strawberry jam filling on the inside. They're pretty good. Shout out my coffee warmer, can't live without it. I get so distracted throughout the morning. It takes me forever to drink a cup of coffee, so I keep it on here so it actually keeps it warm. I know I could just use a travel mug, but it's not the same thing. Having a regular mug on the coffee warmer is my preference. And you can get these on Amazon. I can link it for you guys. Some packages came in yesterday, and I believe this is more stuff for the Galentine's party. I ordered a heart-shaped mini waffle maker for our waffle station. We're gonna do a chicken and waffles. You know, we're gonna have it to where you can do like chicken and waffles, or you can also do like normal waffles with like fruit and like sweet toppings. But I had to get the heart-shaped waffle maker because, you know, I just had to for the theme. I already have a regular circle one of these, like the mini circle shape, but I had to get the heart-shaped one. It was only like $9. So then we got some of the balloons for the decorations. Oh, this is a TV cover for my outdoor TV on the wet bar. Just needed a cover for it to keep it protected out there. This is the other balloons and the edible like glitter luster dust for the cotton candy bombs that we're gonna put in the cocktails. So it's like you drop the cotton candy in there and the glitter explodes into the drink and makes the drink all glittery. And that's it so far. I didn't want to go like too overboard for this as far as like buying stuff. It's just gonna be 7 people. It's just supposed to be like a chill girls night. Of course, I still wanted to make it cute, but I didn't want to go too overboard. So I'm trying to find that balance. So I try not to order too much extra stuff, but we do still need to buy some more stuff in store. Okay, so it's 8:15 now. Housekeeping just got here. They normally come on Tuesdays and Fridays to kind of split up the deep cleaning of the whole house, but also the laundry. And they come at different times. I always tell them that I'm flexible because I work from home, so I'm always here. So it usually doesn't really matter what time of day they come. They came early today. I'm trying to get started, you know, with my work and getting my bearings, but I can't use my computer because it's saying that my keyboard and my mouse won't connect. I have wireless stuff, so I'm like restarting everything. Okay, it's working now. Okay, so trying to learn how to be more efficient and actually properly utilize my personal assistant. I just assigned her with a task of using Shipt, which is the grocery delivery service that I always use when I want to order stuff like from HEB. I gave her my Shipt login. I said, start adding things to the cart, like the food and drink related stuff that we still need for the Galentine's party. Then I can approve the cart and see exactly what I want, and then you can place the order and we can just get the stuff delivered. So I feel like that's a start. You know, I'm having to get used to passing off these tasks and trusting another person to do it and not being so nitpicky out everything because I'm like, no, I want to see the stuff and I want to pick out everything. You know, we're working on that. Then we still need a few more like decorations type stuff. We didn't get a chance to go to Party City the other day, and that was the last place that I feel like we need to go to get the rest of everything. But I'm on the Party City website, and I think I can just kind of search through online, pick out the stuff that I want, and do a pickup order, and then send Zoe. The only thing is Party City's website is so annoying. It moves so slow, and it's just like not set up well. So I'm like getting super frustrated trying to like look through stuff. I really prefer to just go to the store. Zoe got here, and then I told her to just go to the store instead of doing the grocery delivery order because all the stuff was not popping up on the online thing, so she needed to like physically go to the store to be able to get everything. So I just sent her to the store for all the groceries for the Galentine's party. In the meantime, I forgot that I had told her to book a carpet cleaning service for today. I'm out of breath. And they just showed up. They are going to be cleaning the playroom carpets. I mean, as you can imagine, a playroom is going to be one of the dirtiest rooms of the house, but recently Ziya has really just been doing a number on this room, and she did get a stern talking to about it. But there's some really bad spots all throughout this room. Honestly, some spots that are kind of like bleached out that I know are not going to be able to be cleaned, which is disappointing. But I wanted to see how well they could get it cleaned with a professional cleaning. We just got all the walls freshly repainted last week, so that's looking a lot fresher in here because this room was super scuffed up and marked up as well. So the walls are looking nice and fresh, but the carpet needs help. So they're about to come up in here now, but I need to move everything out of the way. Luckily, there's not as much stuff in here on the floor as there normally is because I had already gotten Ziya started on decluttering and organizing last week. Full transparency, she kind of got in trouble because of the way she's not been taking care of her playroom or her toys. She has too much stuff. That's the first thing. She has way too much stuff. So it turns into a big mess all the time, and she hasn't been doing a good job of keeping up with it or cleaning. Between the stains on the carpet, the marks on the wall, and the toys not being cleaned up, she did get in a little bit of trouble. So that's why I was like, you need to organize these toys. We gonna get the walls fixed, we gonna get the carpet fixed, but after that, we need to figure out how we're gonna maintain this room a little bit better. And I think it's gonna come down to getting rid of a lot of toys, because maybe if she has less to be responsible for, she will be more responsible with it. That's kind of my thought process. I'm sitting here trying to work and review this video for my editors, and Bougie is screaming. I had him locked up in the laundry room because the carpet cleaner guy has to have the door open because he's running the machine from his truck, I guess, into the house. So it has to go through the front door. So he has to have the door open the whole time, and Bougie will run away. So I had to have him locked up in the laundry room, but he was screaming bloody murder, which he was screaming all day yesterday during the big video shoot because he had to be locked up all day while we were shooting that because there were so many people coming in and out, and he was screaming to the point where he was messing up the audio. Like you could hear him through the microphone. So then I had to try to lock him up in the glam room so that he would be further away from where we were shooting. He was so angry all yesterday, and I felt so bad, but I didn't have anywhere else to like put him. I can't take him to my mom's house or anything because my mom has a cat that Bougie will probably attack. It's just hard to know what to do with Bougie during times like this, and he often just gets locked up in the laundry room, which all his stuff is in there, so I thought he would be comfortable, but he was screaming all yesterday. And then just now for the past hour, he was in the laundry room screaming his head off. So I just brought him in here with me, but he's still crying. Bougie, what's the matter? You don't like the sound of that carpet cleaner? What are you crying about? You don't like all these people who keep coming in your house? I feel bad because it's been 2 days in a row now that he's like, who are these people in my house and why do you keep locking me up? I'm sorry. I'm still trying to get him used to Zoe because Zoe comes in the house every day, and he has a weird thing about that other office that Zoe works out of. He hates it when anybody goes in that office, which is random because he never goes in the office any other time. It's not like that's his special spot. Only when somebody else goes in there, he gets mad and he wants to like go in there and start attacking them. So Zoe is in there every day and he keeps trying to go in there and attack her. You gotta learn to be more friendly with strangers in the house because it's gonna continue to be a lot of strangers coming in the house, Bougie. Carpets are clean, and I also went ahead and had him clean this couch too, because it was looking a little dingy, and he said he did upholstery cleaning as well. So I said, let's just go ahead and kill two birds with one stone. Look at the very satisfying marks. So it needs to dry for the rest of the day. He put some of the stuff outside so it would dry faster. And then Zoe's back from the store with all the goods. Oh, cute. This is exactly what we needed.
I don't feel like I found enough cute little Valentine's gummies. I got like some pink candy, and I got like these Starbursts that I thought would be good, but...
Oh, I also had stuff I already bought I forgot about from Target. There's just a couple of things in here. I feel like we have enough. Like, I'm just making one charcuterie board. I have this little pink themed trail mix, these shortbread cookies. These are just the little containers. We've got fruits, sweets, cotton candy for the cotton candy bomb, waffle mix for the waffle station, crackers for the charcuterie, more fruit, streamers, that's perfect, the juice and stuff. Okay, looking good. Because we ended up getting so many cute snacks and also just like charcuterie things, I'm thinking about doing like a giant charcuterie board and putting it on the coffee table because it's like movie night setup, so I want it with a couch. So the main food that we're serving outside of all these snacks is the chicken and waffle station. Now for the chicken part, I was like, I'm not cooking chicken. So I wanted to just order it like from somewhere, from a fried chicken place, just get the chicken. So we're like pre-scheduling the order so that it will arrive tomorrow at the right time. Party's at 6. Knowing my friends, they're not gonna get here right at 6. Anyway, I'm ordering from this place called Tumble 22 because I didn't just want to get like Chick-fil-A chicken strips because I felt like that was kind of like not good enough. So I'm ordering from this like nicer chicken place, and it's $84 of chicken tenders, but I think it's gonna be worth it for just the convenience of getting it delivered and having it just be good chicken and not having to worry about it. So Zoe did most of the heavy lifting as far as the grocery shopping and stuff. Going through everything that she bought, we realized we were missing a couple of things, and I finished what I was doing with editing that other content and stuff like that. It's around lunchtime now, it's 1:19. I kind of just wanted to get out of the house since I was done with what I was doing, so I said I'll go ahead and try some other stores to get the rest of the stuff that we're missing. Like I said, the Party City website was getting on my nerves, so I wasn't able to do the pickup order. So I'm gonna go to Party City and to a different HEB location and a different liquor store to see if I can get the rest of the exact items that I wanted that Zoe wasn't able to find, and grab some lunch while I'm out. So Zoe's back at the house. She's gonna start blowing up the balloons for tomorrow, and she is going to clean up and prep my glam room. I have 2 pieces of content that I want to film tomorrow before the party. I'm gonna do a good old-fashioned makeup tutorial because you guys have been requesting that, and then I'm also gonna film a try-on haul for like TikTok. So I'm gonna do that before we get started with getting the party together tomorrow. So I told her to go ahead and prep my filming setup for both of those things. Okay, I'm stopping for lunch first, and I'm at Tarka Indian Kitchen, one of my favorite places that I always forget about, so I don't have it often. I don't know if y'all have it where y'all live, but the fries are good. I get a chicken biryani and the garlic naan, and their sauces are also really good too. And the mango lemonade. Highly recommend the mango lemonade. I'm in Party City now. Party City always looks so sad when it's not Halloween. It's so like weirdly empty in here when it's not Halloween. They do have a Valentine's section. We don't really need any more decorations, honestly. Zoe already got some today, and I had ordered stuff on Amazon. I did want to look at their cups and plates stuff. Oh, look. Oops. They put a sign saying that more is coming because I guess they know it looks real sparse in here. But I just need napkins. I don't need napkins, but I want napkins. We already have plates, plain pink and red plates. These are cute though. I already got doilies. We've got plenty of candy and sprinkles and whatnot. I already got stuff for Ziya's class. But should I get more stuff for her class goodie bags? That is the question. Oh, they've got sticker sheets. Okay, I'm gonna get sticker sticker sheets for Ziya's class because kids love stickers, right? I did need some additional containers for the snack setup. These bowls would be nice since they're like, you know, reusable. I try not to get too much like throwaway stuff, like one-time use stuff, because it's so wasteful. So I think I'm gonna get a couple of these. They are really tripping with these prices though. These bowls are $4.50 a piece. Those should be $1. I'm sorry. And then these gift bags, $4.50 a piece. $4.50 for one of these small gift bags. $6 for the big gift bag. Party City has always been kind of expensive, but like with inflation lately, stuff is so expensive. That's why I only come here as a last resort. I also wanted to get some sort of like treat boxes, like either these little popcorn boxes or like these kind that fold up like this. These would be actually really cute because I got all my friends the specific candy that they each asked for, so I wanted to make them like their own little custom candy box, like with their name on it, maybe just to make it look cuter rather than just having like the candy just laid out in the bag that it came in. And then I do also have popcorn, and I didn't get anything to put the popcorn in. I could put the popcorn in these bowls though. I got what I needed from Party City. Then I went to this big liquor store and I ended up getting this. Zoe found a chocolate liqueur, but it's like a dark brown color to it. I'm trying to make this chocolate covered strawberry flavored shot. So it's a shot glass with a chocolate rim, like dipped in chocolate, and the actual shot is like a chocolate strawberry flavors. They had so many like similar like creamy things like this in this liquor store though. They even had almond milk, like dairy free ones, but they didn't have strawberry. I don't know, hopefully it's good. It's mainly for the aesthetic of having some sort of creamy pink liquid and the chocolate rim. So I got that. The last place that I need to go really quick is the grocery store. I'm running out of time because it's almost 3 o'clock already, and Ziya gets home from school at 3:15, so I always try to be home at that time so that my dad can just drop her off with me and not have to worry about like staying with her or anything. I mean, Zoe is there, so honestly Zoe can stay with Ziya for a few minutes. She probably is gonna have to because I'm definitely gonna be a little bit late. Zoe did tell me when I hired her that like she's good with kids and she's totally fine with like helping with Ziya as needed. She hasn't had to yet, but today might be that day. They have these same bowls that I just bought at Party City for $5 a pop. They have them for half price here at HEB. Low-key, I'm gonna get these and return the other ones. Not to be a penny pincher or anything, but just the principle of the matter. And then for the other cocktail, I needed this raspberry sorbetto. I'm back. Zoe just left for the day. Ziya is home from school. My dad also left, so it's just me and Ziya now. And while I was gone, Zoe got all these balloons blown up. So these are prepped and ready to go. We've got the snacks kind of in place, ready to be set out tomorrow, as well as everything else kind of like grouped up how it's gonna go. The hoodie station is gonna be over here, waffle and chocolate fountain station over here, probably do the cocktails over here too, and then all the snacks over there, and then we're gonna put the balloons up on the glass over here. Okay, I'm gonna start setting up the hoodie customization station. I'm gonna leave these unwrapped and just open them as we actually decide to use them, because if some of them don't get opened, they gonna get returned because these rolls of vinyl are like $25 a piece. So we'll see which ones we actually use and keep the rest unopened. We've got the actual heat press to iron it on with. I'm gonna have to rethink the setup of this because I gotta bring the whole Cricut, and I was gonna bring both of my desktops to be able to make our designs and everything. So that's a lot of stuff to put on this table. And then we have all the little tools that go with it. So I'm literally gonna bring this monitor and the Cricut Maker into the kitchen and set it up in there so everyone can use it. You gotta design your design on the software first, and then it has to be plugged into the computer to cut it out. So it's gonna be like a whole cricketing station in the kitchen. Computer by the stove, I know it's crazy, but here we are. Because the Cricut Maker needs space on both sides of it for it to run the whole thing through like this. Okay, so here's what I'm thinking. You come to the computer, you design your design. The Cricut is connected, you cut it out. You have your options of what you want to cut it out on. You have your little tools to help you weed it and, you know, cut it out and everything, get it ready. You bring it over here to the iron-on station. You take your hoodie and you have your little heat press here to like have space to iron it on over here. Maybe I'll lay a towel down just to have something underneath it. But yeah, so I'm gonna actually test it out because I wanna cut out the words, design it, cut it, iron it, and make little signs for each station. So we're gonna test it out right now. I found this super cute font that has little hearts in the letters. How cute. So I have my little hearts and my little letters. I'm just gonna glue the letters onto each heart to make 3 little signs. And while I got the Cricut already set up and going, I'm gonna go ahead and cut out everybody's name to put on their own little candy boxes. That I think would be cute to cut it out and then just glue it on. I got everyone's name in the cute cursive font. They turned out super cute with the glitter. That's so cute. I don't remember if I said this before, but I had texted everybody and asked them what their favorite candy is. So everybody kind of requested different stuff. That's why I wanted to get these boxes to put it in. Not like that. I want to actually open the candy and dump it in there so it looks cute. I'm just gonna like place it here for now. I don't want to open it because sometimes candy gets stale when you kind of leave it out in the bag overnight. So we'll just do that tomorrow, but I just want to get it ready to go right now. Okay, I think I'm done pre-prepping for tonight. I kind of set up the Cricut station and the iron-on station over there. I have some more decorations that still need to put up, but I think Zoe can help me with it tomorrow. I already kind of pre-set up all the food stuff. This is where all the chicken and waffle stuff is gonna go. Chocolate fountain stuff. The drink stuff is over here, kind of prepped and set up already. And then over here, we would still need to hang up the balloons tomorrow and actually open up and lay out all the snacks over here. And then I brought down all of the pink pillows and blankets that we own so we can kind of set up the couch all cute and on theme. Bougie is enjoying the freshly shampooed couch. But yeah, I just wanted to prep some stuff tonight. That way I don't have so much to do tomorrow. Zoe is gonna come to help me, but she's only coming an hour early. I mean, I can also get started before she comes, but I just don't want to be rushing around too much tomorrow. So I did what I could tonight and hopefully tomorrow goes smoothly. All right, y'all, it is Saturday. The Galentine's party starts in about 3 hours. It's already 3 o'clock. I just wasted the first half of my day laying around doing nothing, chilling with Ziya. And then my mom ended up picking up Ziya to take her and spend some time with her while I try and get some content done and get ready for the party. So I just took a shower. I'm trying to kind of relay my wig down a little bit. And I currently have the vent hood going and I have the door open because I was gonna make myself some lunch. So I started preheating the oven to make me a good old dairy-free pizza. I walk away to go like get my shower stuff ready. I come back when the oven is done preheating and I remember that my mom did text me and let me know that she hid some stuff in the oven because she was trying to like clear out clutter for the big video shoot the other day. Did I get the stuff out of the oven? Did I even think about the stuff when I turned on the oven today? No. So what happened? These are the 3 items that she hid in the oven. The rest of my dump cake that I made, a container that had a muffin in it with a bamboo lid, and this glass container of cooking oil, which luckily I think these glass containers are oven safe. The bamboo obviously is not. This is oven safe, but the way this just got burnt up. It smells so bad in here now. I mean, luckily I caught it before anything like caught on fire or anything. I took everything out and I still made my pizza anyway, but it just smells, it's like a smoky smell, but it also is like a weird sour tinge to it. I don't know if it's the bamboo or what's making it have like this weird undertone to it. So it just smells real burnt and smoky and sour in here now. I got people coming over tonight and now my whole house smells funky. I'm about to eat this pizza real quick. I'm getting ready to film this makeup tutorial. You guys have really been requesting an updated, like in-depth makeup tutorial, and it's been years. Literally, I couldn't tell you the last time I sat down and did a makeup tutorial for YouTube specifically. I'm kind of feeling inspired, you know? And I gotta do my makeup today anyway to get ready for the party, so I wanna film that before Zoe gets here at 5 o'clock to finish setting up the party. While I'm sitting here eating this pizza, I am typing up a to-do list and a shot list for this party. So to-do list is just for Zoe to have so she knows what else needs to be done and what she can help me with. Shot list is to make sure that I get TikTok footage, YouTube vlog footage, and photos of everything that I want to capture from this party, because I always get frustrated with myself feeling like I'm trying to host and enjoy the party, but I'm also trying to gather all this footage because I want to make a lot of content. Obviously, I want to do like a TikTok vlog, but I'm also vlogging for YouTube, but I also want to get photos of everything. It's just a lot to keep up with. So this time I am making a very specific list so I don't forget to actually capture what I want to capture. All right, now I gotta set up to do this makeup tutorial. I don't even know if I remember how to do this, but I think I generally remember how it goes. The girlies are probably using much different techniques these days as far as like makeup filming setups, but we just gonna use my good old fashioned stuff I used to use, and that's gonna have to work. Lighting is like the main thing for makeup videos. I probably should update my filming equipment soon, just in general, because I've been using the same stuff for a really long time now. But if you're interested, I do have all of my stuff linked in my Amazon storefront if you want to check it out, like my cameras and lights and tripods and stuff like that. Basically, I have my little rolling table from IKEA. Use this as the backdrop. You got your tripod for your camera. You got 2 lights on either side for like even lighting. And then I also have my ring light, which is my main light directly in front of me. Then I think I'm gonna film with my good old-fashioned Canon 70D, my big DSLR camera that I never really use anymore. And then my microphone mic gets clipped onto my bra, and the other piece goes on the camera. And then I need to set all my makeup products out and we will be good to go. Wish me luck. Okay, y'all, it is literally 5:19. Zoe just got here. I just finished filming this makeup tutorial. Of course, we're racing against the clock. That took me longer than I expected to film. So now I am rushing to get out there and help Zoe finish setting up the party. We still have a good amount of stuff to do. The party starts at 6, so we have less than an hour to get the party all together, but also like film the content, because like I want to do a TikTok about it and everything. And so it always takes longer when you're trying to film content while also trying to set everything up. So we need to hurry up. Okay, I'm gonna start trying to tape the balloons to the glass with just double-sided tape. We've got the cotton candy bombs, cute, okay. The love bombs. Then we got the non-alcoholic Cupid's Punch, which is just a mixture of pink lemonade, pineapple juice, and soda.
Oh, she's gonna get turned off. I don't like that noise.
This fountain is over there. And then we could throw some fruit garnish in there. All right, this is what it's looking like. We got the balloons. We got the giant charcuterie board. We got everybody's personalized little candy boxes with their names on it. The couch is festively comfyified. Comfy socks laid out for each guest, you know, in case your feet gets cold. Sadie is over here trying to save the chocolate fountain. She got it going at the Halloween party, which is the first time.
Before you put it in?
Yeah.
Yeah, and you added like a little butter or oil.
Yeah, you added oil, right?
Yeah.
I don't know what went wrong, but
So I said they should get her a hair dryer and heat the top of it because that's where it's stuck.
Well, it's actually stuck all. It seems like
it's like hardened all through the
throughout
tube. Anyways, as you can see, my friends are already here. The truth of the matter is, Mimi's here, Rel's here, Sadie's here.
I think the machine isn't working.
It just might not be, because the way it works is this thing spins around in the inside. It can't spin if it's hardened.
Oh yeah, that's true.
I feel like the hair dryer is a good idea.
Yeah.
But anywho, we were trying to get the chocolate fountain going and have stuff laid out. Then we've got the waffle station. Zoe is so graciously getting the waffles going in our little...
That waffle was a little big.
You get the main idea though for the waffles, and I made a little sign, chicken and waffles. So you make your waffle, you get your chicken. Shout out Tumble 22. I wish it was sponsored because that was $80 worth of chicken strips. Toppings, syrups and things if you want to make a sweet waffle. Bacon in the oven to go with the waffles. Then we got chocolate strawberry shots. Zoe chocolate rimified the shot glasses.
Chocolate rim.
Mm-hmm. We got the non-alcoholic Cupid's Punch going. The love bombs, which should be very fun and interesting. And then we're gonna have this sorbet champagne raspberry surprise. And I got the sorbet in the ice bucket.
Surprise.
You'll see the surprise. And then over here, we have the cricket station. So it's got a few decorations. You design it, you cut it out. Then you come over here and you iron it on. And we got all the hoodies. Rel actually already has his hoodie on, modeling it for us.
Wow, look at him.
Very comfy, very plush.
And yeah, so now we can actually start to get this party started. But yeah, when I post the TikTok, it's gonna look a lot more like, oh, I had my life together, everything was done, and the people came. On the YouTube vlog, y'all are seeing the reality that my friends are here helping me, trying to still get the finishing touches. Oh Lord, it's splattering. We were trying to blow dry the chocolate to melt it. She's on the chocolate recovery team.
You got some chocolate for me to recover.
Hey. Is this bacon ready? Look about ready. How's the waffles coming? The waffles are looking cute. Hey girl!
How are you?
Good, how are you? Thanks for coming.
Oh, thanks for inviting me. Hello.
Of course. Last minute idea to amp up the chocolate shots. I'm dipping it in the chocolate syrup and then we're gonna sprinkleify it. Oh, cute! Ooh, the lick. Morning after the Galentine's party. It's Sunday. Ziya fell asleep on the couch last night. I just let her stay there. People stayed over until after midnight last night. And I don't know if I really even like showed it in the vlog, but Sadie brought her 2 kids over and Taylor brought her son over. So Ziya and all the kids were playing upstairs pretty much the whole time while we were kind of doing our thing downstairs. So they was having a time. The kids also had time last night, just playing all night long. They were enjoying, of course, all of the candy and snacks that I had laid out for the party. And yeah, they kind of stayed up until after midnight, like even the little kids. So I know Ziya was super tired as soon as everyone left. Like as everyone was out the door, she was falling asleep on the couch. So I just let her stay there. Of course, now we have all the aftermath of the party. My friends did try to help me clean up a little bit last night, but there's just always like food and dishes and trash and decorations to be accounted for after every party. And because the kids were playing upstairs, the playroom is also messy. But you know, I think it's worth it. People ask me all the time, like, how do you do it? Like, how do you constantly have people over at your house making such a big mess? You're better than me because I would never let people come all in my house and dirty up my house or whatever. Like, people always complain about not wanting to entertain because of the mess, or what if they mess up my furniture? What if they mess up your carpet and blah, blah, blah. Which, you know, I did just get the carpet cleaned in the playroom the other day, and I did just get the couch cleaned. I guess that's kind of the whole thing, is that like it's cleanable. You can clean it. And also, like, to me, it's worth it. It's like, are you really just never going to have these experiences, never gonna host people, never gonna create these memories, never gonna spend that quality time just because of like your couch? Like, is your couch more important than the memories? Like, to me, it's just like, no, like, I'm gonna host, I'm gonna have people over. Yes, messes are gonna be made. Yes, things do get broken, things do get stained. Yes, it can take a lot to clean up afterwards, but to me, it's worth it. So I guess it just depends on like your personal mindset on that. I woke up this morning remembering that I filmed that makeup tutorial yesterday, and I wanted to go ahead and look at the footage and see how it turned out, because it's been so long since I've done a video like that. I was really just kind of winging it, and I didn't get a chance to like test it and make sure of my setup. So I'm kind of anxious to see like how that even turned out and if the footage is even okay. And then also for this video, I'm gonna be editing it myself. I do have editors that I always work with for all my YouTube videos. So like this video that you're watching right now will be edited by my editors, but this makeup tutorial, since it's like a random one-off video, I'm gonna edit it myself. I don't know why I just woke up this morning like feeling energized to work on this makeup tutorial. Maybe I'm like wanting to become a beauty guru again. I don't know. I mean, I've been talking a lot about how like I've been feeling a little bit lost with my content and the direction of where I want to take my content and what types of things I want to do or talk about or whatever. Is it beauty? You know, is it getting back more into the beauty fashion space? Is that what I'm missing in my life? Because I'm actually like really excited to edit this makeup tutorial. So once again, I've run into this dilemma with my chocolate fountain. This happened the first time when I used it at my Halloween party. Now at the Halloween party, the fountain was working properly, but I let it flow and then I forgot about it and I let it all harden overnight. And I was like, oh my God, how are we gonna clean this hardened chocolate off of this? It's like all up inside. It's just like, how do you clean that when it's rock solid? And the heating element of this thing is just a warming element. It's not enough to actually heat and melt the whole chocolate. Now this time, this was already gonna be a problem regardless because of the way that it like got stuck in there to begin with. But once again, I left it and now it's rock solid all up and down this thing. I did turn the heat on to see if it would maybe warm it up and loosen it up a little bit, but literally like this spoon is stuck in there. But I have an idea. Hear me out, hear me out. We tried to use the hair dryer last night and it was kind of working, except for the fact that it was like blowing everything everywhere. So that wasn't good, but the heating part was kind of working. So hear me out. My hooded dryer, which doesn't like blow hard like that, but it just creates like the warm air. What if I sit the fountain under my hooded hair dryer on high for a little bit, just to try to like loosen up this chocolate? I just need it to be like loosened up so I can like get it off of here. Cause there's no way, like how else am I gonna get this off of here? And inside, in all these little crevices, I need it to be like melted. Let's check back in a few minutes. I'm so annoyed. I've been having this problem in my kitchen recently where if I have too many things plugged into all the outlets going at the same time, it like trips the breaker box, or however you say it, like it shuts the power off, and it like, you know, on the breaker box you have to like flip it back on. Like, why can't I use all my outlets at the same time? I feel like it shouldn't be doing that, especially in like, this is not like an old house or anything. Here's my breaker box in the garage, and it's this one that always, I think it's actually this one and this one that have been doing it recently, that control the electricity in the kitchen. So I keep having to put this back, like flip it back. It'll come back on, but then it'll turn off. Like as soon as I turn on the other appliance, it does it again. So I guess I just need to like do one thing at a time for now, but I need to get an electrician out here to look at it. I'm gonna tell Zoe to handle that. Okay, but this is working. It's starting to melt. I got the spoon out. It's starting to melt. I think if I let this go for a good, you know, 20, 30 minutes, it might actually melt the whole entire thing and like get it flowing again. And then from there, I can kind of like pour most of the chocolate out of the bottom and not have to be like scraping it out. Cause that's also still good chocolate. You know, we didn't even get to really eat it or use it because the fountain wasn't working last night, but I feel like this is working. Okay, it definitely worked. Like it's purely melted now. It's still kind of clogged up in the actual tube, and it's like hard for the heat to get to it in there. So I'm probably gonna have to do some scraping to clean out that inside part, but it definitely really helped to get this. And now I can actually use this chocolate. And I remember we have so much stuff left over from the party last night, just in general, because I went way overboard with buying stuff, and I knew I did. When I was buying the stuff, I knew I was going overboard, but I like to do stuff just to make the content look cuter, you know, do it for the TikTok. And I'm kind of like, you know, it'll get used, it'll get eaten some kind of way. I'll share it with my friends and family, but I may have gone a little too overboard with the amount of ingredients and food and sweets that I bought for this party last night, knowing it was only gonna be like 7 people, because we have so much left over, the snacks and sweets specifically, like all these cookies and stuff left over. I mean, it'll definitely get eaten like eventually, and I'll share it with my family and stuff, but we especially have all these strawberries left over, mainly because the chocolate fountain wasn't working last night. Nobody used it, but this chocolate hardens, so I could do chocolate covered strawberries and like use the leftover sprinkles and make them cute. So that's what I'm about to do right now. I was able to take the chocolate fountain apart to be able to clean the pieces. The chocolate all melted enough for me to at least get all the pieces apart, all the inner pieces. And they're mostly scraped off with chocolate, so it won't be as hard to clean. And then now we just have the basin of melted chocolate, which we're gonna use for the chocolate strawberries. And I don't know, I feel like we might have broken the motor when it got clogged yesterday. So this whole machine might be done for at this point. I don't even know. Hold it by the leaves, but gentle, because it will rip off really easily. And you dip it straight down, but if you only dip it straight down, it's only gonna get a little bit on the tip. So you gotta like do it side to side, but not too much, because you still wanna leave some of the red part showing like that. Then you gotta hold it and shake it gently, because you don't want the chocolate to just go flying everywhere. Shake it off a little bit. Then carefully, you can tap it into some sprinkles and then set it down. All right, it's 3:38 p.m. I just finished editing that makeup tutorial video. I started editing it at like 8:30 this morning, but I of course took breaks in between to like make breakfast, check on Ziya, make sure she had breakfast, mess with the chocolate fountain, make chocolate strawberries. So I definitely took like at least an hour and a half worth of breaks, but that's just an example of how long it can take to edit a video. And I'm really not 100% done with editing. I still want to add like little finishing touches and the little transitions and kind of like the last little overlays, but like the bulk of the editing is done now. So that's all I've been doing all day. What has Ziya been doing the whole time? Entertaining herself like she always does. She's an only child. She's used to having to entertain herself, so it just kind of is what it is. Good morning. It is Monday morning. Trying to get back into the swing of things with school and everything on Monday, and I have all my meetings, Monday meetings. We were definitely late to school this morning, but not so much because of me, but because somebody's car broke down, we're kind of keeping an eye on the weather today, I guess, because it's like just below freezing. I think it's 30 degrees. Yeah, it's 30 degrees outside right now, but it's not snowing or icing yet. It looks like it might be about to because it's very gloomy and a little bit moist outside. So I was wondering if they were gonna cancel school because y'all know here in Texas, any little bit of ice, snow, winter weather, we gotta shut everything down because we do not know how to handle it. But the school texted early this morning and said like, no, we're not doing anything as far as starting late or canceling or anything like that. But I think they were kind of going easy on being late this morning because of it. So I pulled up to school thinking that Ziya was gonna have to get a tardy pass and everything, but they were like, no, she's fine, like she doesn't need a pass. So that kind of ended up working out. But I'm just hoping that the weather doesn't start doing anything crazy while Ziya's at school. Like I don't want anything to happen as far as picking her up from school. So I'm a little nervous about that, but I need to check the forecast and see what it's really about to do. I ripped my wig off in my sleep last night, essentially because it was bothering me, but I didn't like wash my hair or anything, so it's probably looking dirty. And speaking of dirty, the kitchen is still dirty from the party. I put a little bit of a dent in it. Like yesterday, I tried to start like putting stuff away and cleaning stuff up. There's a lot of dishes that need to be done now. I hate dishes. Dishes is probably my least favorite chore. So I kind of left that sitting there, but I did put away like mostly everything else. Zoe is coming to work today and she is aware that part of her duties as my personal assistant can sometimes just be cleaning. You know what I mean? Like she's not a housekeeper, she's not a cleaning lady. I didn't hire her to be a janitor or anything like that, but there are some days and some times when there's extra additional cleaning that still needs to be done, and that might be the main thing that I need help with. I mean, we talked about how sometimes that might be the main thing that she's helping me with. I know that's nobody's favorite thing to do, but unfortunately, Zoe, I think today you might be doing dishes because I have other things that I need to do today. We have like at least 3 to 4 hours worth of meetings that we need to have today with the different members of my team. And then I have 4 to 5 pieces of sponsored content that I'm still working on, and it always ends up being where it's supposed to be staggered out, but inevitably it ends up being where it's like I'm waiting to hear back from the brand, I'm waiting to get the green light, I'm waiting to get the instructions, then all of a sudden they all give me the instructions and they're all ready to go all on the same day, and it's like, oh, actually we all need you to do all this stuff like today. So that's kind of how today is feeling with all of my sponsored content. On top of that, I'm still working on my organic content. So sponsored means obviously I'm being paid by a brand to talk about their product. Organic means I'm not being paid by anybody. This is just a piece of content that I just personally want to post. So for example, this weekly vlog is organic because it's not sponsored by anybody. So I'm kind of doing it on my own terms, on my own time, but I do still stick to a schedule and a plan even with my organic content. So with me doing these weekly vlogs, it's just more. They're these big long videos, so it's more tedious. The process takes more time. It takes more from me to do these weekly vlogs on top of doing all my sponsored content and everything else. So I'm kind of feeling the pressure today as far as juggling all that, balancing all that, and getting all of that done on top of having all these long meetings, on top of knowing that my house is in shambles, and you know, so that's where the team comes into play. Everybody plays their role, but I kind of said all that to say, you know, if I need to be working on content, then it's just not a good use of my time to be doing dishes today. So that's where Zoe comes in, and that's literally the purpose of her role, is to kind of alleviate these extra tasks that would otherwise be taking up a lot of my time so that I can do more with my content. So a little behind the scenes of the content creation process. I'm sure it's pretty obvious that the longer the final product is, like the longer the final video is, the longer it takes to put the video together. So with these weekly vlogs, of course, I'm spending essentially a whole week filming it. And then when it comes to editing, yes, I do have editors, but I give them a lot of detailed instructions on how I want it edited scene by scene, little things I want added, things I want taken away, just just, you know, I still have to give them instructions, and we usually do a few rounds of editing as far as, you know, they'll edit it, I'll look at it, I'll give them notes and changes, look at it again, redo, you know, it's like a whole process of making sure that it comes out how I want it to come out. With these long weekly vlogs, that process just takes even longer. So that's what I'm doing right now. I am organizing and uploading the footage to the shared drive that I have with my editors so that they have the footage. And we have a whole organized file folder process of how to organize all the footage. So I go in, I do the file naming process or whatever. Especially for these weekly vlogs, I don't just want to dump all the footage into one big folder and then they kind of have to sort through it and figure it out. I make multiple little folders for different like chunks of the vlog, and I kind of organize the footage and name it and rename it and try to make it easier for them to understand on their end. And then from there, I make a document that lists out like scene by scene what's going on, what I want to include, how I want it to be edited, essentially like a list of instructions for the whole entire video. And then sometimes there's different things that I need to like add to the drive, as far as like if there's an inspo pic that pops up, I have to get that inspo pic and give it to them. If there's a part that needs a voiceover, I need to record the voiceover and give that file to them. If there's like any additional footage, like maybe I recorded something on my phone that also needs to go with the footage, so I need to remember to get that off of my phone and give it to them. So that's what I'm doing now, not for this vlog, but for the previous vlog that you guys would have already seen when you're watching this vlog. And I need to do that now because they need to be able to get started on it this afternoon. They take a good 3 to 4 to 5 days depending to get it fully edited, the full final draft. So I gotta get them started on Monday in order for it to be done by Friday, essentially, in order to post it on Sunday, because normally they don't work on the weekends. I'm trying to get this done. It's 8:30 right now. Zoe comes in at 9. When she gets here, I'll probably just send her into the kitchen to start on the dishes and stuff while I finish this. My first meeting is at 9:30, but our first group meeting starts at 10. And then we'll have meetings. I have a 9:30, a 10, an 11 o'clock, and a 12 o'clock. Oh, and one more thing that I wanted to take some time to do this morning, because it's Monday and I just posted on Sunday, because I always post on Sundays. Usually on Mondays, I take some time to go through and see how the video is doing, read the comments, see what you guys are saying. So I am reading the comments on my video called A Busy Week with My New Personal Assistant, where we were like reorganizing the pantry and everything. Everyone is saying, yes, I should spray paint the lids black. So I think I am gonna try that. Stay tuned. Also, everyone is saying that they do like my upgrade. They do think it's an improvement. They like my labels and everything. So thank you for that. I do really like the way my pantry turned out as well. A lot of people were telling me, as far as cutting out the labels, because I was really struggling to cut out the labels, that I could have used the Cricut to cut the labels out, which I knew that was possible, but I didn't know how to do it. And I asked my mom if she knew how to do it, and she made it seem like it was really hard and complicated. So I guess we just collectively decided that we were not capable of, like, we know it's possible, but we felt we were not capable of figuring out how to use the Cricut to cut the labels out. But I want to learn how to do that, because I feel that's going to be a very good skill to have, the print and cut feature on the Cricut. So yes, I knew that, but I don't know why we thought it was going to be hard. Update, it's noon now. Zoe did not end up coming today because the roads did start to get a little bit icy, and we just didn't want her to risk having to drive out here and trying to drive back just in case the weather started getting really bad. So we just told her not to come and to work from home. So she was just joining in on our first 2 Zoom meetings. And also my dad, it's my dad's birthday today, by the way. Happy birthday, Dad. But he came over here because of the bad weather and because he is my house manager for my house and the rental property. He came over here and tried to cover up the plants that I do still have that are still kind of alive from last time we had freezing weather. He put tarps over all my plants in the front and backyard. Also make sure that the pool system is running actually properly for how it needs to run for freezing weather. But that also means Zoe's not here today to help with any of the party cleanup or anything. However, housekeeping is coming tomorrow, so honestly, I'm just gonna leave it, I think, because I have other stuff I need to work on. So the dishes can wait till tomorrow. An extra day won't hurt, you know. I think it's fine. I am supposed to have like 2 more meetings today. I don't feel good. I don't know what it is, but I have a stomach ache and a headache, but I have a lot to do, so we must push through. I probably am dehydrated, and I probably also need to eat something because it's already lunchtime. But yeah, that's the update for now. Okay, little random thing. It's like 5:30 now. Ziya's been home from school for a minute. She is taking a nap on the couch. Poor thing, just fell asleep. Must have had a long day at school. I am about to repurpose some of these acrylic organizers. I've had a few of these acrylic makeup organizers just chilling in the corner of my glam room for a while because I was like, I know I'm gonna want to use these for something eventually. I cleared out the makeup that used to be in there. Didn't need it for that anymore, but I was like, I'm gonna want this for something. These are good organizers, you know? So now I just came across a use case for this one. Like I said, we've been working on decluttering and kind of reorganizing Ziya's playroom and all her toys and stuff. And part of that process, we ended up finding a lot of hair bows and baubles and stuff mixed into her toys. So it kind of evolved into feeling like we also need to reorganize her little bathroom closet situation where all of her hair stuff is, because it was like hair bows and bands mixed into her toys in the playroom. Also, some of it was in her bedroom, some of it was in her bathroom cabinet, but really they're all meant to be in here. So we kind of rounded it all up. Ended up actually clearing out 2 whole drawers of her dresser that had like a random mix of stuff in here. We took a lot of hair bows and bands out of these drawers, which now we will have room to grow for her actual clothing, because A, she's getting bigger, so her clothing is getting bigger. When she used to just have little baby clothes and little toddler clothes, it all fit in one drawer, but now it's like overflowing. Like this drawer, it's shirts on top of shirts, because really they're just supposed to be like this where you can see them all, but it's been overflowing. So anyway, cleared this out. Now we have the space for shirts, but now we also have a lot of hair accessories that we've found and consolidated, but I didn't really have like a good container to put them in. So, and like this little mini drawer set is starting to overflow. So that is where this acrylic organizer that used to have some of my makeup in it is now really going to come in handy to pass down to Ziya for her hair accessories. And I end up doing this a lot with organizational stuff around my house. Either I'll save it and use it for other things when I'm like repurposing and reorganizing stuff, use it for something else in another room, or my mom ends up needing it, my sister, my friends. All the old containers from my pantry, my mom took half of them and Zoe actually took the other half of them. So they went to good homes for good uses. Somebody commented on my pantry video that I was a very wasteful person, but like I didn't throw anything away. Everything gets used and reused and repurposed. Ziya's up from her nap and I'm gonna let her organize and also kind of declutter her hair accessories. She has a lot of hair bows and stuff. Honestly, we don't use or need all of these, so I'm letting her pick out her favorite ones and just kind of consolidating to what will fit in this acrylic organizer. And then we will retire this little mini drawer and save it and use it for something else. I could probably use it in the craft room, but then she also does have this thing, which I got on Amazon. It's a headband holder, but it also has storage on the inside, and it came with this other piece, which we put scrunchies on. I can link that for you guys if you're interested. It's Tuesday. There's no school today because there is ice. Not really snow, but ice. I think there is snow in some other areas, but where we are, there's just like ice on the trees, a little bit of ice on the roads, I guess. Really not too bad, but bad enough to where they canceled school today. And they just announced canceled school tomorrow as well. We will see about Thursday, not sure yet. I am currently printing out some worksheets for Ziya. I found this website called education.com where they have free worksheets divided up by grade level, and I'm about to print some of these out so Ziya can have something to do today. She doesn't really get homework from school yet. The only thing they really do is reading. Like they want you to read 15 minutes a day, and that's pretty much their only homework that they've ever gotten so far. So I'm making homework for her to do. Because I feel like she should do some sort of learning for the next 2 days. Little 30 minutes worth of worksheets, nothing crazy. Mainly just to keep her busy, honestly, because I don't want her just glued to the TV all day or anything like that. And I also have work to do, so I'm just trying to find something to keep her busy. It's always a little bit tricky when she's home from school and I have stuff to do. Okay, so this one is fill in the blanks math. 8 plus what equals 9?
That's easy.
What is it?
1.
Okay, so that's how you do that one. This one is count the stars, write the number of each star in the box, and find the sum to put the answer So this is 1 plus 5. That's backwards. Just write it underneath. That's still backwards. There you go. 1 plus 5 equals 6. Okay, so that's how you do that one. This one is just practicing sentence writing. So you're just copying the sentence and writing it neatly on the line, including the punctuation at the end. Make sure to do the right capital letter, lowercase letters, and punctuation. Then this one is fill in the blank with the right words. I got a cookie blank the store. I got a cookie from the store. So try to read it and fill in the blank with the right choice up here. This one is fill in the blank with the right letter. Picture tells you what it is, so what is that?
Okay.
So what letter is missing? Exactly.
And this one is O.
So there you go. By the way, here's how Ziya's bathroom closet refresh turned out. Also kind of zhuzhed up everything else. So she's organized and ready to go. The playroom is currently just basically emptied out of all toys. We decluttered a little bit and organized a little bit. And for now, all of the toys are in here in the guest room, because although each box is somewhat decluttered and organized, I would really like for Ziya to downsize. Like I said, I think she just has too much to keep up with. It's just overkill with the toys. So I want her to slowly go through and only pick her favorite stuff to keep and, you know, donate a lot of this stuff. So for now, it's all put away in here until we can really do that process. And we're just acting like that doesn't exist. But slowly I want her to go through and start bringing back the main stuff that she really actually plays with and start, you know, putting it nicely in its spot. And then I can also simultaneously like zhuzh up the design of this room as well. Having the playhouse and the chalkboard, like that was a start. Really nothing else was ever done to this room as far as like design and decor. So especially now that Ziya's getting older, I think, you know, we could definitely do more with this room. Between my closet, the glam room closet, the playroom, all the other closets in the house, the craft room, the garage, the pantry, it's an ongoing cycle of decorating, organizing, reorganizing, decorating, organizing, reorganizing. Like it literally never ends. But I think that's kind of just the reality of being a homeowner, the reality of being a Virgo homeowner, perhaps? I don't know. So we had the party on Saturday. It's Tuesday afternoon, and this is what the dishes look like. Just being real with y'all. Most people probably wouldn't show this because they'd be too embarrassed, but I've let these dishes sit here and I cannot, not the burnt up thing that was left in the oven. I cannot, it's making me itch. It's gotten to the point where it's making me itch. So this is my accountability clip. So the dishes are gonna be done right now. Dishes are done, except for the things that genuinely needed to soak. That burnt up pan, that's gonna genuinely, you know how people be like, oh, it needs to soak just because they don't wanna wash it, but that actually needs to soak. And the chocolate, clogged up chocolate fountain pieces need to soak, so those are soaking in there. But besides that, dishwasher has been fully loaded and is running. Hand washed all this stuff, feeling much better about it. There's still like party stuff left out. The whole Cricut station is actually left out because I actually didn't get a chance to make my hoodie at the party. I helped everyone else make theirs, but I didn't make one. So I wanted to still make one, but I honestly don't even know what I want to put on mine. But I left this stuff out so I can make mine before I put it up. But yeah, we still have like the decorations. The good thing about stuff like this is that I can definitely keep it and save it and reuse it, because I'm sure I'll do something for Valentine's Day next year as well. So I'll just store it away in the garage. Y'all, it's Wednesday morning, and at first they were predicting that the ice would start to subside by now and it would get warmer, but it's actually looking like it got colder. And some of my plant coverings blew out the way and the plants got icy. Oh no, and then there's like icicles everywhere. Good news is the pool is still running how it's supposed to run. It's on freeze mode. This is the mode it was supposed to be on the first time. Still running the whole time, supposed to have the waterfalls going the whole time. So that's still working, which is good. But you can see all the icicles and that one really big icicle on the edge of the pool. Everything is covered in ice. It's like I'm going to slip and break my neck trying to show y'all this, but I will carefully, oh my God. Like, it is so icy. Look, this is what I wanted to show y'all. Look at my furniture. I should have definitely put my furniture covers on a long time ago, but I forgot. I'm gonna be real with y'all. I completely forgot to put my furniture covers on, and now look at my furniture. I mean, it shouldn't damage it necessarily, I don't think, but it's like a big old thick layer of ice. Like, can y'all see the thickness of it? That's crazy. It's like an inch of ice around the whole piece of furniture and on the pillow and everything. The pillow is rock hard. Oh my God. What? I can't even. It is a very, very thick layer of ice over everything. Y'all see that? Look at the table. What the heck? My poor furniture. I should have definitely covered it up. Oh my God, the water hose is frozen. The grill is frozen. Look at the umbrella. It's like my whole backyard is made out of glass right now. Look at the grass. It looks like an evil ice fortress out here. Like I'm some sort of evil ice villain. Oh no! See, the cover was supposed to be covering this. And now it's like frozen to where I can't even move it. This is rock hard. The fabric is rock hard, so I can't even fix it. Don't even ask me about my damn jasmine plants. If you know what I went through to get all these jasmine plants planted like this. And look at them, brown, dead, and covered in ice. Girl, I don't even know what to tell you. Why? What's the point of even trying to have landscaping or plants or a garden? What's the point? This is absolutely crazy. I live in Central Texas. This is not supposed to be happening to me. Y'all, it's always something crazy going on when the temperature drops in Texas. So luckily we have not lost power or gas or anything like that one time. We still have all of our utilities working, so we are warm in the house. It's just the fact that the roads and everything are completely iced over, so we can't leave or get anything delivered. We are running out of milk and coffee creamer, but that's about as bad as it's gotten for us right now. Also, my parents, it was my dad's birthday on Monday, so they were doing a staycation. They went downtown to a hotel, and they were only supposed to stay like one night, but they're stuck there right now because they got iced in. I honestly don't know why they still went to the hotel when they knew what was going on with the weather, but my parents are stuck downtown at a hotel, so that's kind of caused a problem for them. But besides that, like, we're doing okay, except for I was just on a phone call and I hear this slight beeping sound coming from my office. I check everything, I realize it's coming from my next door neighbor's house, which is currently unoccupied because it's for sale. And I'm like, that sounds like a fire alarm and nobody lives there and we're all iced in. So if that house is on fire, what's gonna happen? So I literally go out there, go over there, put my ear to their front door. Sure enough, their fire alarm is going off. And I'm looking through the window trying to see, do I see a fire? Like, oh no fire, I don't see anything. Nobody lives there, but the realtor has her sign out front, like, call me if you're interested in this house. So I called her and I was like, hey, I live in the house next to the house that you're selling. The fire alarm is going off. What do you want me to do about that? And she was like, oh, thank you for calling me. Like, I've been trying to figure out what to do because we're all iced in. I can't drive over there to check on it. I got a call from the fire department this morning saying that, like, because you know when your fire alarm goes off, it notifies the fire department and they like come out or whatever. I think that's how it works, right? I don't know. But the fire department came out already and just did like a little quick check on the outside of the house, but they didn't go inside the house. So I was like, well, do you want me to check inside the house? Because she had the key in the lockbox, because you know, like when they're selling the house, they like put the key for people to come visit it, to come do a walkthrough or whatever. I was like, if you just give me the code to the lockbox, I could get the key and I could go in there and like check to make sure there's no fire on the inside. I mean, I'm not a firefighter or anything, but like, I feel like somebody should check. So I called her, she was like, oh, are you sure? Like, thank you so much. Like, yeah, I probably should have you check. So she gave me the code, I got the key, I went inside the house, did a quick run through. I'm like scared, like what if there really is a fire in here? But there's like no smoke or anything. It's like I'm 99.9% sure there's no fire, and if there is anything going on, it has to be really small because there's no smoke or anything. But I just wanted to make sure of like what was going on. So I go in there, I run around the house, I'm on the phone with the lady, like, okay, I'm checking the alarm is like going off. Like, I don't see anything. I'm like, do you want me to try to turn the alarm off? But I'm like, I don't even know how to do that. How do you turn the fire alarm off? So she's like, yeah, if you can figure out how to turn it off, like that would be appreciated. So that's what I'm currently doing. This morning's adventure is take a ladder to my neighbor's house to turn their fire alarm off. But first I need to Google, how do you do that? Because I've never had to manually turn off an alarm, because normally like if there's smoke or something that's triggering it, when the smoke dissipates, the alarm turns off by itself. But for some reason theirs is just going off and there is no smoke smoke or anything. So I'm trying to figure out how to manually turn it off. I couldn't do it. It's every individual smoke alarm throughout the house. First of all, this is a big house. I dragged my little ladder all around trying to turn off each individual one. Some of them would turn off when I pressed the button. Some of them would not turn off. And then even I tried taking the battery out of one of them that wouldn't turn off and it was still going. So I don't understand. The sound was hurting my ears. I couldn't stay in there any longer. I tried to be a good Samaritan. I tried my best. I got some of them turned off, but like half of them are still going. You can probably still hear it. I'm gonna call the lady and just say I tried. I don't see no type of fire, no smoke, no nothing. So I think you're good. And when this ice melts, she could drive over here and she could figure it out, but I don't know. I tried. I'm gonna take my little ladder and go. I almost just got impaled by a giant icicle that fell off the front of our house as I was walking back out there. But some of our neighbors' trees, like if you look around the street, the trees are starting to tip over and fall all the way down because the ice is so heavy. And we only have 2 little trees in our front yard. We don't have any in the backyard, so we don't have much to worry about. But the one main tree in our front yard is looking like it's starting to lean towards the house. And I'm like, maybe if I can knock some of the ice off so it's not so heavy leaning that way. I don't know if I can even knock this ice off because it's thick. Look, this is where the ice just fell off that window and almost hit me in the head. This tree right here, I can't really show y'all because I don't want to show y'all this whole angle of my neighborhood, but like, look how thick the ice is on the tree, and it's making it heavy and it's making it lean this way towards the house. It's really not that cold out here. Like I'm out here in a t-shirt and a bathrobe and Crocs with no socks. It's Thursday morning. I think the last clip left off with my camera dying in the middle of me trying to get some of the ice off of our tree in the front yard because it looked like it was starting to lean over because of the weight of the ice. So that was like yesterday afternoon. It is now the next morning. I look outside my window and what do I see? The tree has tipped over. Not completely, but it's like bent to the side. This part looks still pretty sturdy, like the bottom part, but it's just completely bent over like a rainbow. It looks like Whoville out here. It's 32 degrees right now. It's like 8 o'clock in the morning. I haven't checked the weather yet. I need to check and see what the forecast is looking like because it's now Thursday and we didn't think it was going to be lasting this long. My parents are still stuck downtown at a hotel. My mom's new cat is at their house, home alone, with only a small ration of food. But A, it would be hard for me to get to their house because I can't drive. I could try to walk, but B, I don't have a key to their house and it's all completely locked up. So I wanted to go to their house and check on my mom's cat, but I can't get inside either way. Yeah, it's cloudy right now. 8 a.m., 32 degrees. 9 a.m. is gonna snow. Does that mean it's gonna snow? It does heat up to a high of 41 degrees today. So it does get up to the 40s. The sun doesn't really come out though. So tomorrow is supposed to be kind of sunny, but it's a low of 29 degrees and a high of 52 degrees. Then after that, it warms up to more like above freezing sunny weather. So it looks like tomorrow, everything should be like melting and warming up, but it looks like probably for the rest of today, it's still gonna be icy. So probably tomorrow morning-ish, people will be able to move around and start getting back to normal. I don't know if they'll have school. Obviously, school is canceled again today, so there was no school on Tuesday, Wednesday, or today, which is Thursday. We'll have to see if they're gonna have school tomorrow, and then hopefully my parents can leave from their hotel tomorrow and go home and get to their cat and everything.